welcome back to the Weekend Warriors Show Recap Podcast. I'm Ty from the Unemployed Architects. This week I'm coming at you again with almost zero game plan. Haven't really posted or recorded a podcast in a while. It's been kind of a weird time, as I'm sure you know and recognize, but in a time where there's nothing else to do, I still can't seem to get anything done. I don't know if that's, if anybody else can kind of relate to that, but I have been struggling quite a bit with that. I've been working a lot, so getting all the extracurricular stuff is kind of not fallen by the wayside, but become less, I've become a little bit less active with, especially the podcast. I need to get back on it. I also had bought a nice mic to do this a while back, and the cable I had shorted out, and so I'm recording on a different microphone to see how this is gonna sound and stuff. But the cable, they don't even make it anymore. So that's been a little bit of a struggle. And then I started doing like interviews, and that was good for a while. But meeting in person and stuff seems a little bit harder now. And again, just no shows. So a lot of times I'm a little daunted by recording because I really don't want to come and just complain the whole time about stuff. Just kind of, I don't know, feels like the world's on fire a little bit. Everything that's been happening lately with all the storming of the Capitol and the protests and the riots and stuff throughout, this whole thing has just been crazy. It feels like a movie, but I'm just the viewer. I mean, I'm just watching. I don't really participate a whole lot. I do feel a little guilty about that sometimes, but I don't know. I mean, people are scared. The way of life they knew may be gone forever, and I can empathize with that. I feel like everything that's been happening is, moved us a lot more quickly along than maybe we would have taken our time to get to a lot of these places. And for some people, the way their way of life as they knew it is just will never come back. And but for me, I mean it's just mundane, the mundaneness of it all that has been a struggle for me. I've just felt an overall restlessness that I can't really figure out how to get rid of. I try to get some stuff done. I've been working on some music stuff, obviously. Got some recording time set up, so haven't really had the money to do that in so long. So now I'm hopefully gonna get something else accomplished that way, so that'll be good. And I did get a recording. Well, I did a Facebook Live, and I did a video for one of the songs on there, and that's kind of inspired an idea because it's probably one of the best Facebook Lives I've ever done, sound-wise and performance-wise, just overall, like, hitting my notes and remembering my words and all that stuff. And I think what's going to happen from that, because I like the way the video turned out so good, the audio from it and the video, that I'm going to use, maybe 6 or 7. I haven't really determined how many. I'm going to edit a bunch of them and kind of decide what's keepable and passable. But I'm going to put out a live album from that, which will be something I can get done relatively quick and release. I'm going to call it Pandemic Relief. Live Near Normal. And, because I just think that is my relief right now. And maybe listening to it or watching it could be somebody else's relief. So I'm pretty excited about that. It'll just be nice to be able to do something from start to finish relatively quickly and have something new to put out. But I don't know. Feeling overworked, like I'm drowning a little bit. Just trying to keep like an iota of normalcy. It's just like I had a job that I'd worked for 10 years that kind of came with a lot of, over the 10 years I developed a lot of, there was a lot of extra good parts to it, especially as a working musician. But since I started the new job, I'm starting back from year one again, and it's definitely a different thing altogether. I mean, it's in the same, it's music retail ultimately, and the teaching hasn't really changed a whole lot, although it has been harder to, there were some times where I'd have like upwards of 20 students over at Kidder, but I pretty much, I'm at 10 right now with the music shop, and I don't think I could really take on anymore. If anything, I almost want to subtract students, not because, the students themselves, but I just feel like working 9 hours and then, or 8.5 or whatever it ends up, and then with the lunch break, and then rushing home and teaching for another half hour. I'm not usually done with stuff till about 8 o'clock, 10 to 8, and then trying to get all this extra stuff accomplished after work has been tough. All said, I think that the pandemic has been, in a way, kind of great for creativity. I think, it might just be because the need for escape, like I need something to focus on and some way to get away from reality. So, I've had a lot of cool, fun ideas that, I think are good ideas. So it's been great for creativity, but kind of terrible for productivity. And just, I don't know, it's just the mundaneness. I know I already said that, but that restlessness, it's just like, there's nothing absolutely exciting to look forward to. We used to have the tour that we would do every year, so that was like a big trip to look forward to and plan, and then shows every Friday and Saturday, which were, not always amazing. There's a lot of baggage, I think, that comes along with that, and being busy every Friday and Saturday isn't necessarily ideal if you want to have like any sort of social life, but it was always like a task to complete, and it, common goal, common good goal, and so I'd work like Monday through Wednesday, teach on Thursday, and then show Friday, show Saturday, and then Sunday it was like I earned the break. And now it's just, I don't have that. Plus I'd have a bunch of cash in my pocket to like prove it. So not having that contrast has been a little bit tough for me. That's why I wanted to get Good Friends done, I think, is because that's the contrast I've been missing, I think, what that song's about. I think if you listen to the lyrics of that song, it's like the verses are kind of like the whoever the song's about is, I guess, me, or whoever's listening, or somebody else. The verses are kind of like downtrodden and like hopeless, helpless kind of vibe. And then the chorus comes in, good friends become old friends without any time. And I think as we get older, we can all kind of relate to that. I feel like nobody it's harder to get together. It's harder to make things happen because life kind of gets in the way sometimes. But every once in a while, you get one of those nights where everybody's together and you're up really late, and in the song, you're up till the sun comes up. And everybody has it's like a relief, and there just hasn't really been enough of that going around, I don't think. So that's why I really want to get that done, and that'll be the last studio recording for the upcoming album, which from there I'll have three other just songs I'm doing, tracking and having mixed and mastered. And then the album I've been working on for 6 years will maybe come to a completion, which would be nice. But we'll see what happens. And of course Montauk, which I've been working on for maybe 2 years, 3 years. Just one song with Jeff. But we don't get together that much to make it happen. I'm really just waiting on backup vocals. So if I get those done, I can get it mixed and mastered and out. So I'm hoping this will be a year of getting things done, completed, so I can start all the new things I want to start. But we'll see what happens. I'm excited about the Pandemic Relief album I'm gonna do. So it's gonna be all the live songs from that Facebook Live. Well, 7 to 10, probably 7 to 10, 6 to 10, 7 to 10, somewhere in there. But and there'll be the videos, the live videos to go along with each song, and each one will have a little bit different vibe. I think I'm kind of using the song to decide how I want to mix it. I like the style of which to mix it, and then I'll pick like a style of editing to do, like video style editing to do. So definitely some stuff to be excited about for me. But having the ideas and getting them accomplished are different things. But I'm hopeful. And again, I'm grateful I have the job, and I'm grateful I have the music to keep me occupied. I don't know what I would do without it at this point. I'm thankful for Laura Lynn, my girlfriend, for putting up with me, I guess. Because I'm a little bit of a crazy person, or can be. As probably a lot of people could be at this point. But, yeah, I don't know. I just hope that I'm hoping to be more consistent with the podcasting. I've had, like I was mentioning earlier, I had some technical difficulties, so I might end up and buy this mic, and hopefully it'll do the job. And then I'll have no excuses. But we'll see what happens. I don't know. This has just been a little bit of an update. Maybe I'll try to get another guest back on for next week or next month, or whenever I get around to doing another. I want to be more consistent, I really do, but it just hasn't been panning out as much. But I enjoy this, obviously, or else I wouldn't do it at all. But anyway, that's going to be my time today. As always, I appreciate anybody who took the time to listen, and I'll talk to you soon. All right. Bye.